Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Darnold took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now it's Darnold. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the gun, it's Haskins to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Haskins on the keeper. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Taken down.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 42. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Buccaneers.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Darnold now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Darnold from the gun. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 23. A first down throw, Darnold. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Complete.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Darnold.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
For Washington.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking middle, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Darnold on third down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. First target, first catch, and a first down. Here's Darnold. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
Darnold to throw again. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Darnold's pass.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing again is Darnold. That's caught by Howard. And he is going to have the Bucs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. And third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. From the 50, it's Darnold. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Leonard Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
53 to Mike, 53, check 53.
From the gun, Haskins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Darnold. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
It's 2nd.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
It certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Haskins to throw. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Steven Sims as the first half is winding down.
And Washington has taken the lead.
So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. After the run, now Darnold to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Darnold.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
1st down, Buccaneers.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. Badgley able to punch this one through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now it's Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
1-yard line.
2nd and 11 at the 41.
Operating from the gun. Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Haskins pass.
Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to have a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's caught by Jackson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Carson. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Haskins. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Haskins. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
37.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try to run with Carson. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Haskins dancing to his left. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And he will go out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A big run there by Jones. 44 yards on the ground.
First down.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now the toss to Jones, running right. Jones hit and the ball's out, but it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through, picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A lane to run there is Fournette, able to get about 7 on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, Haskins. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Carson. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Levante David. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Washington 7. Bradley Pinion the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Haskins. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That's good.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, it's Haskins. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage yardage downfield. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Fournette fighting through, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Haskins pass.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
13 on the play. It's 3rd down and long.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
27-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy.